Hello, in this short news video I'm going to go over a COVID-19 update in school. I'm going to talk about some changes to reporting pupil absences. I'm going to discuss the lateral flow device testing that is now happening in school, as well as give some information about staff vaccinations. We're going to meet some new staff, and then of course we'll have some reviews and a weather update from Class 9. So I'm really pleased to report that we have no further positive cases of COVID-19 in school. That's amongst pupils or staff. In terms of remote learning, everybody should have received their small crates of resources by now. It's been fantastic to see all of the great activities happening in people's homes on EvidenceMe. Been going through the app and looking at exactly what everybody's been doing in their own homes and with their children and on the Zoom sessions with their classmates. If you still aren't sure how to access the EvidenceMe app, or you're having problems uploading videos or photographs, please in the first instance speak to the teacher that is calling you to support you with the remote learning activities each week. Here's some great shots of the awesome Ellie from our early years class, who's been taking part in remote learning every single day, has been doing some great independent sitting, and has even started to commando crawl. With reference to the remote learning resources, I need to give a very special shout out to Barry and Julie, who spent a good few hours a week and a half ago delivering all of the small crates of resources to every household right across the city, making sure that everybody involved in remote learning had the resources that they need to do the activities that are being planned for them. Okay, so Marissa and the administration team based in the office have been working really hard recently to update the systems for reporting pupil absences. This should make it far more parent and family friendly to do this in the future. From Monday the 1st of February, there will be 3 ways that families can report pupil absences. As always, you will be able to email on office@sunningdaleschool.com. For those of you that would prefer to use the parent mail app, there is a function within the app that will allow you to report the absence of your child. And finally, we've made some changes to the phone system so that it's going to be possible from Monday the 1st of February to report pupil absences outside of office hours using the telephone system. Fletcher, one of our pupils from Class 9, very kindly recorded the outgoing message for the phone system on Friday.
Thank you for contacting Sunningdale School. Our office is now closed. School's opening hours 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. If you wish to report pupil absent, please press 1. Staff absent, please press 3. For the caretaker, please press 4. If you know the extension required, please dial it now. Thank you.
The idea behind implementing the system is simply to make communication between families in the school or professionals in the school as simple and straightforward as possible. We really hope that you do find the system useful. We have a couple of members of staff who I need to introduce or reintroduce you to this week. As you will know from the previous news update, we now have Jonathan Moffat serving as our acting assistant head as of this term. So I need to introduce you to Helen White, who is now the teacher in Class 4. Our 2 trainee teachers who've been with us since September have also moved class this term. So now we have Helen teaching in Class 1 and Kaylee teaching in Class 3. There was a big change in school this week for staff. This week we introduced lateral flow device testing for all staff, and testing is going to take place every Wednesday evening and every Sunday morning. What this does for us is mean that when we come into school each week, we can be more confident that the staff that are working in the school building are not carrying the virus and are not passing the virus between themselves or to the pupils. We do need to be clear that this doesn't guarantee that they don't have the virus. There is some fallibility to the lateral flow device testing. However, we can just be that little bit more confident that we are acting safely. The introduction of the testing hasn't replaced any of our other safety guidelines or the restrictions that we're using around school. They're all still in place. The testing is simply an additional safety measure that we now have in place in school. I'm really pleased to announce that so far we have had no positive results back from the lateral flow device testing. I do need parents and families to be aware that should there be positive results on some of the lateral flow device testing, that would result in class bubbles being isolated. The other big news in school this week was that following some quite heavy lobbying of the local authority, all of our staff were offered vaccinations. Most of the staff took part in the first round of vaccinations on either Thursday night or throughout the day on Friday, and our second round of vaccinations is likely to take place in the middle of April. Okay, so on to the bit of the video that you're probably all waiting for anyway. I believe first we have Lacey and Tia giving us this weekend's weather.
On Saturday, it's sunny, lovely. On Sunday, it's cloudy.
Up next, we've got Fletcher and Jaymie giving us a joint review of both the book and the movie of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Sunningdale parents, you should read your kid this book. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's a really good book.
There's 15 books and it's on Disney Plus. You should watch the movie.
Well, I hope that was useful for everybody. And last but not least, we have Shania giving us a review of High School Musical 2.
Hi everyone. You can go on Disney Plus and you can read High School Musical 2. It's very good.
So that's it from us for this week. What I'm going to do now is hand you back over to Class 9 and let Jon-Paul take it away.